Wow, this is so good. The last but in Seattle, and today is a weekend and we are going to have brunch or lunch at this place called Mama Melina, which is very near the University Mall. Wow! So my starter is here, which is the roasted cauliflower soup. It looks very creamy. Let me give it a taste. Wow, they did a very good job because it's very creamy. And I can also taste the roasted cauliflower. Wow. And probably they strain it very well because I cannot taste any kind of cauliflower bits in the soup. This is very well done. Oh, the margarita pizza is here. It looks so perfect. Look at the crust. It's fluffy and thick. Ooh. Cheese.
Mommy.
It is very good. Wow. They definitely does not skim on the ingredients. It has a lot of mozzarella. Well, today I'm going to take you to one of the most famous sushi place in Seattle, which is Sushi Kashiba. So Shiro Kashiba, he is the student or the apprentice of Jiro. He's like the most famous sushi chef, right, in Japan. So he brought nice sushi to the Seattle area actually 50 years ago. I'm very happy to bring all of you to the restaurant today to see what is the freshest ingredients that the chef has picked and see if it's really worth the $200. The appetizer is here already, and she was very meticulous in saying what we should eat first. So I'll eat the sashimi first, and it comes with albacore tuna, salmon, and some other type of marinated tuna. And she said I have to make sure that I grab wasabi for each bite of the fish. So I'll start with the albacore tuna. Oh. That is so fresh and tender. Let me try the salmon. Even though the salmon is not very fatty, but it tastes really clean and fresh. And I'll try the last one, the marinated tuna with a little bit of the seaweed. So this is the second appetizer, which is the Japanese taro with some okra and squid. Let me try the yam first, or the taro first. It is so creamy. And I was waiting for it because the baby squid has a lot of umami. Wow. This is the last one, which is bamboo shoot marinated in miso. Oh, what is this taste? Wow, it comes from the shisho pepper on top of the bamboo shoot. This is so refreshing. I really love the order that they asked us to eat the appetizer because it's just the perfect order for you to get started with like a omakase meal. Wow, this is the second course, which is the toro tamaki. They told me that this is an in-house toro aged for 5 or 6 days, so it's more tender, and I have to eat it like immediately, or the nori will become soggy. Oh. Wow. Finally, I can taste the tuna taste of a sushi or sashimi. I think it works really well. Similar to aged steak, this is a much better way, right, to eat toro. This is my favorite dish, which is the giri with a lot of different types of tuna and other fishes. So they said I need to start from right to left. So I'm going to start with the albacore tuna. I used to buy some albacore tuna from Alaska to make salad, but probably this is 10 times better. And this is the bluefin tuna. The bluefin tuna doesn't have a very strong taste, but it is very tender and it just like melts in your mouth. Wow. Here's the toro. I cannot eat any fiber, so this toro is very fatty and it's very high quality. I definitely need some ginger before I taste the mackerel. Mackerel usually can be a little bit fishy, so let me try this one. This one comes with a little bit of green onion on top. It's crunchy, it's super fresh, and it really maintains the actual taste of the mackerel because it's not marinated with vinegar and some other sauces. The last one is flounder.
This is spicy tuna roll, and
Do you know what they put underneath the fish? It's a little bit of plum. So you can taste a little bit of the sour, and it really lightens up the fish. And it complements so well with the vinegary sushi underneath. This one is egg tofu with king crab and some Japanese parsley. So he told me I should eat the tofu first and then drink the dashi. Whoa. It's very hard for me to describe the mixture of egg and tofu, but it's like a perfect marriage together. Oh, and the king crab is very fresh and it goes so well with the Japanese parsley. So now let's have the dashi. Even though it's not hot in Seattle yet, but actually having some cold dashi makes it so comforting. And I'm ready for the next dish. Who doesn't want more sushi? So now we have 6 different pieces. This first one is fatty salmon, and this one is sockeye salmon from Alaska, and this one is the shrimp, the sweet shrimp, and I need to eat this shrimp head as soon as possible. And then this is the bluefin tuna, the lean part but roasted or torched. And this one is the belly part, the toro of the bluefin tuna. And this last one is the jumbo jack with some marinated or fermented wasabi. So let me try the salmon first. This one definitely is more buttery and fatty. And let's have a little bit more wasabi. So this is the king salmon. This salmon just melts in your mouth. Okay, next one, the shrimp. I love shrimp, so and look at the rice. It's so perfectly cooked. Even the shrimp melts in your mouth, and it's a super sweet shrimp. Well, let me eat the shrimp head. Can you hear the crunch? Wow, this is so good. Who doesn't like tuna? I think tuna probably is the best fish, right, to be used for sushi. And look at this. This is so shiny. So let me add a little bit more wasabi. I thought the previous toro was tender. This one is even more tender. Wow. I can't wait to try the toro. All right, look at this sushi. It is so fatty and it's torched for a little bit. I can already smell it. If I pay for $150 for this meal, it's definitely for this piece of sushi. It is so good. I didn't know that there will be more sushi coming, but this one is more seafood. So this is Hokkaido scallop, and this is also Japanese uni in green shell. I don't know what that means, probably it's a very good one. And the last one is the mackerel. So let me try the Hokkaido scallop sushi with a little bit of sea salt. Personally, I love scallops, and when I can eat raw scallop with so much sweetness, it just makes me so happy. And I'm pretty sure this one is going to make me happier because this is the uni. Wow. This is sweeter than candy. I can eat that every day. This should be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So to end the meal, they have two sweet sushi, and this one is called the fried eel sushi with some, I think, sweet sauce. The eel is very soft and it's fried very perfectly because the batter is so thin. And then this one is the tamago, but they said they added the mountain yam, so it makes it super fluffy. Wow, it is very sweet. And to end the meal, we have the tofu miso soup. What I love about Sushi Kashiba is they don't make anything too salty or too much soy. They really let the fresh ingredients shine on its own. And today I was very surprised. It's like over half of the sushi that they gave us has the fresh fish or ingredients coming from Japan. So let me know in the comments, what is the favorite dish that you've seen today for the omakase? And what are some of the best Japanese restaurants that you've been to in Seattle or in other areas that you live? For lunch, I need to introduce you to this place in Lynnwood, which is called So look at this thing, $7.25, and it has a bunch of grilled pork. And I love their pickled radish and carrot. So let's dig in. By the way, the bun is toasted and it's super crispy. The grilled pork is so flavorful and smoky, and it's a little bit sweet. And the best part is the bread. Usually I don't like pho with a lot of different combo meat, and brisket is the meat that I always pick. So this one is still over $10, but it's not that expensive. Right now it's $11.75, who knows, right? Because a lot of the other places that I've been to, they are actually like $14, $15 both. The first thing I usually do is taste the broth. This is savory and a lot of umami, probably from the chicken bones or some other special ingredients that they have. Let me show you the brisket. It is very tender. And look, they actually give a very generous portion of brisket. So if you come to Yeh Yeh, definitely try out the Banhmi and the pho. And if you come called Menya Musashi. I think they started in Japan back in the 90s. So this place is famous for their Tsukemen, which is dipping noodle. And they also have a hybrid ramen, which is a combination of red and black sauce, right? Flavoring. So I'm going to try and see if this is a great ramen place. Well, before any ramen, I always order the gyoza. So this one looks pretty crispy. So let me dip into the sauce and try it. The bottom is a little bit crispy, but I would love it to be even more crunchy. But the filling is pretty fresh. And the ponzu sauce that they give is a really good balance to the gyoza. Wow, the Tsukemen is here. So I think the last time I had Tsukemen probably was in a different city or San Francisco. So I got the hybrid ramen or Tsukemen. So what it means is there's fermented black garlic and some chili oil. So the first step that they said is mix it around. And I'm going to pick up some noodle and then dip it. Even though I expected it's going to be very salty, but actually it's not. Because the flavor is actually coming from the chili oil and the black garlic. And then the broth has a lot of flavor. And I think the base that they use is tonkatsu. So wow, this is such a creamy base. And on the how to eat pamphlet, they said after I'm done with the whole noodle, I can ask for some clearing soup so I can add it to the thick broth and then drink it. Apart from the broth, they are also famous for this thick cut pork belly. Let me dip it into the sauce and give it a try. Wow, it melts in your mouth. It is so fatty. Now it's time for the soft boiled egg. This one I'm not going to dip because it looks like it has flavor already. This is so much umami and it's very creamy. I love it so much. I'm so full. And then to finish off, they gave us some wari soup, which is probably a lighter broth to make it really watery so I can drink it. Wow. I to balance it with some Japanese dessert. And this place in Kirkland is called Kakigori, and they serve Japanese toast like shokupan, bingsu, and other different drinks. So I'm going to try today, and let's see how good it is. So the interior of this space is very nice. I think half of the stores actually is like a plant store. So there are actual plants that you can buy, and it adds a lot of greenery to the space, and it has, you can smell the fresh air coming out. We got our first dessert, which is the mango sticky rice bingsu. Ooh, this is so cute. What is this?
Oh man!
Let me try the mango with the bingsu.
Wait.
The mango is very sweet, and the bingsu just have the right amount of condensed milk. And there's a side of sticky rice. I'm not sure how to eat this with, but I'll just take a little bit and then have the bingsu. Yummy. Ooh, this is the strawberry yaku drink with lychee jelly. Let me give it a shake. Ooh, it says ha 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 ha. Wow. They definitely added a lot of yaku because the flavor is very strong. But I didn't taste too much of the strawberry. And there's a lot of lychee jelly. This is very refreshing. This one is the mango yaku with mango jelly. This one is definitely much better because the mango jelly is sweeter and it balanced with the yakult drink. I really like this one. Wow, this is the pandan lava shokupan. I'm going to see how lava this is. So there's little small pieces of toast and some pandan sauce. The pandan paste is very warm. And the brand also have some condensed milk, and it brings back so much memory about this my childhood, because when I was in Hong Kong, I would always try to go to an Indonesian restaurant and try to have some pandan dessert, and this is just like a perfect combination of a Japanese dessert with some Southeast Asian flavor. I'm so happy that I came to Kakigori and get some delicious Japanese dessert. I must say the best dish that I love is the pandan lava shokupan, because the crunchy toast absorb all the condensed milk, and then it goes so well with the pandan like mochi lava. So if you want some great dessert, definitely check out this place.